Hello, welcome to our classes. I am Dr. K.K. Misra. This video tutorial is on salient features of Constitution of India. Now come to the detailed explanation in succeeding slides. The salient features of the Constitution are as follows. First, the bulkiest constitution of the world. The Indian Constitution originally consisted of 395 articles, 22 parts, 8 schedules, but after the Constitution 104th Amendment Act 2003, the Indian Constitution now consists of 448 articles, 25 parts and 12 schedules. Combination of, now these are the features actually. Here the first one is combination of rigidity and flexibility. The Indian Constitution is a combination of rigidity and flexibility. While some provisions of the Constitution can be amended by the Parliament by a simple majority, others require a two-thirds majority of the members of the Parliament as well as a majority in the state legislatures. Again, some provisions of the Constitution can be amended by the Parliament alone by a two-thirds majority. Further, flexibility in the sense that flexibility is introduced here in the Constitution by the provisions which permit the Parliament to supplement the provisions of the Constitution by legislation. Next point, the feature is the parliamentary system. The Constitution provides for a parliamentary system of government under which the real executive power rests with the Council of Ministers and the President is only a nominal ruler. The Constitution of Ministers stay in office as long as they enjoy the confidence of the Parliament. The framers of the Constitution decided to adopt a parliamentary system of government for several reasons. First, the system was already in existence in India and people were well acquainted with its working. Second, the vast size of the country and the diversity of its culture necessitated the adoption of a parliamentary form of government. Third, the desire to avoid conflicts between the executive and the legislatures, which was a common feature in America, also induced the members of the Constituent Assembly to opt for a parliamentary system. Another important feature is that federal system is a unitary bias. This is most important and most fundamental in fact feature of the Indian Constitution. The Indian Constitution provides for a federation with a strong center. In fact, the Constitution is really biased towards the center. It is noteworthy that the Constitution has not used the word federation anywhere and has described India as a union of states, which implies that the Indian Federation is not the result of any agreement among the units and the unit cannot secede from it. India possesses most of the features of the federation but also several of the unitary features. The Indian federal structure required a unitary character during emergency where the normal distribution of powers between the center and the states undergoes vital changes. Now come to the next feature, fundamental rights. The Constitution contains an elaborate list of fundamental rights. The state cannot make laws which take away or abridge any of the fundamental right of the citizens. If it does so, the courts can declare such a law as unconstitutional. It may be noted that the fundamental rights granted by the Constitution are not absolute and are subject to certain restrictions. In other words, the Constitution seeks to strike a balance between individual liberty and social interests. Fundamental duties. The Constitution also contains a list of 10 fundamental duties of the citizens. These duties were added to the Constitution by the 42nd Amendment in 1976. These duties serve as constant reminders to the citizen that they had to observe certain basic norms of democratic conduct. Another important salient feature, directive principles of state policy. The Constitution outlines certain directive principles of state policy, which the government has to keep in mind. While formulating any policy, these principles seek to provide social and economic bias for democracy and the establishment of a welfare state. Unlike the fundamental rights, the directive principles of state policy are non-justiciable, which implies that no action can be brought against the state before a court of law for its failure to implement the directive principles. However, actually, the government has accorded due importance to the directive principles in the formation of its policy. Secular state. This is another salient feature. The Constitution makes India a secular state. This means that there is no state religion and state is completely detached from religious dogmas. It also implies that citizens are free to profess, practice and propagate any religion. However, freedom of religion is not absolute and the same cannot be regulated in the interest of the public. Next, independent judiciary. The Constitution provides an independent judiciary which ensures that the government is carried out in accordance with the provisions of the Constitution. It acts as the guardian of the liberties and fundamental rights of the citizen. It also determines the limits of the powers of the center and the states. Next feature, people as a source of authority. The Constitution draws its authority from the people and has been promulgated in the name of the people. This is evident from the preamble, which states, "We, the people of India, do hereby adopt, enact and give to ourselves this Constitution." Universal adult franchise. The Constitution introduces universal adult franchise and accords the right to vote to all citizens above 18 years of age without discrimination. However, it makes reservation of seats for scheduled castes and scheduled tribes to provide them adequate representation. Next, emergency powers. The Constitution vests extraordinary powers in the President during emergencies arising out of armed rebellion or external aggression, emergency due to breakdown of constitutional machinery in the state, and financial emergency where the credit of the country is threatened. In fact, during emergency, the federal constitution can virtually be converted into a unitary constitution. Another important feature is single citizenship. It provides single citizenship. All persons residing in different parts of the country are treated as Indian citizens and are entitled to the same rights of the citizenship. There is no separate citizenship of different states. Bicameral legislature. It provides a bicameral legislature at the center consisting of the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha. The former contains representatives of the people, while the latter contains representatives of the states. Special provisions for minorities. The Constitution makes special provision for minorities, scheduled castes, scheduled tribes, etc. It not only reserves seats for them in the parliament and state legislatures, but also grants them certain special rights and privileges. Panchayati Raj, another salient feature. The Constitution provides constitutional basis to Panchayati Raj institution as well as urban local bodies. This was achieved through the 73rd and 74th Amendment to the Constitution carried out in December 1992. This was all about this particular section, salient feature of the Constitution. I hope that you have liked this video tutorial note on salient features of the Constitution. If you have liked it, please do not forget to subscribe and press the bell button and pass it on to others, those who are needy now and in the future. Please like, share and subscribe. Thank you very much. Have a nice time. Best of luck.